Every mangled mass of steel has a story to tell. A tale of speed, guts, talent, style. And a driver willing to risk it all to create Hollywood's greatest moments. Stuntman Ignition.
There's a lot going on right now, but just listen to me. I know this is just a short commercial, but there's a big-time director, Richard Langston. He's on set. He's looking for a driver for his next film.
Okay, they're ready for you now.
This is your shot to get your foot in the door. 3, don't blow it. 2, roll camera, action.
Easy. Hey, man. Whoa. Look out!
Cut! Great work! Clean him up! Excellent, kid. You pulled it off. Langston wants to hire you and he starts filming tomorrow. So get packed, because we got a plane to catch.
Hello, I'm Richard Langston, director of Aftershock. Welcome to British Columbia. We're shooting a disaster movie up here, so you'll have plenty of work. Pyrotechnics, burning buildings, lava raining down from the sky. Hold on a second, please. This is Langston. Could you talk to him for me, Kate?
Sure, not a problem. Hey, champ, I'm Kate Winthrop, the first AD. I'm told this is your first time on a big set, so I'll walk you through how it works. We'll have you wired up in your vehicle, and your coordinator will call out all the major director stunts we need you to hit, okay? He'll also mark them on your heads-up display with yellow stunt icons. These include drifts, gaps, jumps, closes, and other maneuvers. We'll be using a point system to judge your runs. All the directors do it. It's how we keep track of the drivers in the biz. More precisely you perform, more points you'll earn. Fail a director stunt and you'll get a strike. 5 strikes and Richard will have to call a reshoot, which won't make him happy. Once you finish a run successfully, he'll look at your points and give you a scene rating in the form of movie stars. You can earn up to 5 stars if you really nail it. Richard's been doing this a long time, and he's well respected. Do what he asks, and you'll start making a name for yourself. 1 second. Richard, anything else?
Still on with the studio. Look, it was nice to meet you. I'll see you on the set.
All right, kid, let's get you prepped for your work on this movie. As your stunt coordinator, it's what they pay me for. You'll drive 4 different vehicles on Aftershock: an R3000 sports coupe, an older SUV, a dirt bike, and a fire chief's patrol car. Each handles differently, and it may take you a while to get the hang of them, so just relax. These sets are big and chaotic, with live explosions, projectiles, and rivers of lava all around you. Avoid the lava, or the whole production will have to stop while the crew pulls you out. We've got some great stunts planned. There's a high-risk sequence racing over burning rooftops, and a huge finale where the town gets ripped apart. Before each scene, I'll give you shots of your key stunts with tips on how to pull them off, so just listen to me, and you'll get through this in one piece. For your first scene, you'll double for the town's troublemaking drifter in his R3000 as he flees the volcanic eruption. The highlight will be this huge jump over a burning semi. The key is to hit the ramp straight. That'll set you up for the stunt that follows. As soon as you land, you'll have a pair of precision drivers coming at you fast, and you'll need a gap between them. It's dangerous, so be careful. And don't be afraid of retakes. Mr. Langston's a picky director, and it can take a while to make him happy.
Roll tape. This is our first big setup, everyone. Let's focus and start the film right.
3, 2, 1, action! Get the cars! Over the tanker! Get the cars! Good turn left! Pass close to the cars! Under the tree!
new driver, Kate.
Stuntman Ignition is all about stunt points, and stunt stringing is how you rack up the big numbers. Every stunt earns you points and goes into your stunt string. If you perform a stunt within 2 seconds of another stunt, that will continue your stunt string and add another number to your multiplier. Now you're stunt stringing. Be sure to watch your stunt indicator on the upper left. It tells you what stunt you just performed and how long you have until your string breaks. You have to stunt before the string fades out. If it breaks, your string will be cashed out and added to your total score on the right. What stunts continue a string? All of them. Throw a drift, get close to anything in the scene, pass through a time gate, hit a director stunt, jump a ramp, you get the idea? Look for different ways or objects throughout the course to keep your string alive. Now if you want that 5th star, you're gonna have to string it. That means keep a continuous string from your first stunt to your last. Your total score should read 0 if you string the entire level together. Try the stringing rehearsal and see if you can do it.
3, 2, 1, action! Pass under the semi. Drift left. Pass close to the crates. Drift left. Pass close. Drift left. Hit the jump.
Alright, today's run will be the drifter's last scene, when he tries to escape the town and gets torched by a lava boulder at the end. The feature stunt is the pyro charge. As you cross over a certain lava fissure in the ground, which will mark on your HUD, hit the action button to trigger the charge and set your car on fire. It'll get hot, but you'll be wearing a cool suit. Once you're lit, drift hard to the right and gap through the car wash. That'll extinguish the fire. Then race on to the big finale. And remember, kid, watch out for that lava.
Ready, pyro, cue the extras. What say we give the moviegoers something to scream about?
3, 2, 1, action! Hit the object. Through the gap. Hit the action button. Drift turn right. Through the gap. Move close to the car. Drift turn left. Drift turn right. Jump over the rubble. Drift turn right. Pass under the semi. Gap through the burning building. Drift turn left. Pass close to the car. Hit the action button.
Cut! Absolutely top notch. Think we found our new driver, Kate.
Let's talk motorcycles, kid. Directors love them because they're fast and loud and add punch to any scene. But they're also harder to control and a lot more dangerous, so watch out or they'll be mopping your skull off the pavement. There are two major stunts unique to the bike. First is the wheelie. It's a great way to start any moto run and keep your strings alive. Pull back on the left stick as you hit the gas, and you'll pop that front wheel into the air. Push forward to drop back down. Then there's the slide. To pull it off, hold down the action button as you pass through the designated stunt box. That'll make you lay the bike down on one side while you're still barreling forward. When you're done sliding, let go of the action button and you'll right yourself. Simple as that. Let's see what you can do.
3, 2, 1, action! Pop a wheelie. Hit the action button. Trip left. Pass close to the crates. Trip left. U-turn. Do another U-turn. Pass close. Trip left. Hit the jump.
In this scene, you'll be doubling for a desperate teen racing through the carnage to rescue his grandmother in her mountain cabin. The key stunt begins with a jump off a downed semi over some collapsing trees. Keep at high speed when you land, then a blast will hurl a couple of cars right at you with some serious force. Dodge under the flying cars by sliding the bike like we rehearsed. After the slide, you'll move real quick into a hard drift left, so be ready for it. Continue up the mountain and end at the grandmother's house.
You're saving someone you love in this scene. Let's see that desperation in your driving.
3, 2, 1, action! Close to the car. Trip turn left. Pass close left. Through the gap. Trip turn right. Drive on the semi. Over the burning trees. Hit the action button. Turn left. Drive on the semi. Jump over the lava. Let's speed to the house.
Cut! Now that's what I call stunt work. Congratulations all around.
Movies aren't shot in order, as I hope you know. This next scene comes just before a volcano climb, while the teen's still trying to get out of town and up to his grandmother. The big moment here comes early in the run, when you take the ramp over a major drop and smash through a burning billboard. Keep in control when you land, so you can navigate across the fiery rooftops and take the smaller jump that follows. You'll really be putting your body on the line here, kid. We'll have the rescue team standing by, but taking that fall could really hurt you.
Quiet on the set, people. These are dangerous stunts, so I need you all to stay alert.
3, 2, 1, Action! Drift turn left. Close to the explosion. Jump through the sign. Get the jump. Hard left turn. Into the box. Turn left. Break through. Hit the action button. U-turn. Drift turn left. Jump the lava. Overtake right. Turn left. Jump the shack.
Cut! Perfect! Abso-bloody-lutely!
In this scene, you're stunting for a volcanologist, racing down the mountain to warn the authorities that this eruption is going to cause even more damage than everyone thinks. For the big stunt, you'll off-road to a ramp on a hill, take a long jump over a chasm, crash through the support beams, and land on the bridge. Chunks of lava have torn the bridge to hell now, so after you land, watch for a quick series of pitfalls and make your way to the other side. You've held your own so far in this film. Keep it up.
This is a marquee stunt, so really push it. I want my editors to have plenty to work with.
3, 2, 1, action! Close to the explosion. Jump over the lava. Drift left downhill. Through the burning house. Hard right. Through the gap. Over the burning trees. Under the tree. Into the box. Drift turn right.
certainly made it worth the wait.
This next run calls for a special stunt maneuver called the reverse 180, and it's a bit tricky. Let's make sure you've got it down so you're not wasting time and money on the set. First, come to a complete stop, then hold your brake trigger to take off in reverse. Once you've gathered some speed, chunk the wheel hard by slamming your steering stick all the way to one side. That'll start your spin. When you've turned about 90 degrees, throw the stick in the opposite direction, release the brake, and throttle it hard to bring you through the 180. With the right timing, you should come out straight and fast and ready to hit your next mark. All right, let's give it a go.
Three, two, one, action! Reverse! Reverse 180.
This is the final scene we'll be shooting for Aftershock, and we've saved the toughest for last. You'll be doubling for the town's fire chief, escorting some fire engines across town. The marquee stunt here is a reverse 180 on the second floor of a parking garage. After you've whipped your car all the way around like we practiced, you'll need to keep enough speed to crash through the barrier, fly out of the garage, and land on the other side of the lava flow. It's your last chance to impress Langston, kid, so you better give it your all.
Here we go, everyone. Last big scene. I want heroics on both sides of the camera.
Three, two, one, action! Break through the fence. Through the burning house. Get the cars. Overtake the car. Close to the explosion. Jump on the ledge. U-turn. Through the building. Hard right. Smash the door beam. Turn right. Jump over the collapsing building. U-turn. Jump the cars. Into the parking garage. U-turn. on the tanker. Scrape the vehicle. Trip left, then drop down. Through the gap. Jump the wreckage.
Cut! Yes! Keep this up and you're going to have one hell of a career.
Come on, little buddy. There's nothing to be afraid of. So, you going to that softball tournament next Sunday? Did you guys feel that?
Reports have just started to filter in from around the
I can't give you a solid death toll.
At the center of this destruction is the town. If you are anywhere in the county, please get out now.
Driving on those roads is suicide. Staying here is suicide. You better be leaving me here. Jump! You trying to be a hero? Just trying to stay alive, sir. If you'd listened to me in the first place, we'd all be safe by now. This is not the time.
There is no more time.
Sup, dude? I'm the director, Andy Baxter. Andy in the house! Are you kidding?
Hey guys, this is a stunt driver.
Nah, you're the stunt driver, dude?
Stunt driver?
Man, I thought y'all had beards.
Guys, take these fireworks to my butt!
Jim Boy's playing the lead, so you'll be doubling for him. Once for a reality show, we had Jim fly off a bridge in his shopping cart with handcuffs on. He was like chained to a
Oh,
goat.
that was sweet.
That GoDaddy coming, man!
That's our version of stunt driving, man. Anyway, dude, this flick's called Hoopin' and Hollerin' 2. It's a backwoods, backroad, and cracker fest with some troublemaking brothers getting in car chases with the cops and all that kind of stuff.
Just like your Trailer Park family reunions, Andy.
Bite me, Grubs, bite me. Look, this is my first big flick, so you gotta make it killer, you know? We've planned out some huge, crazy-ass stunts for you, so any chance you get to flare it up, just do it, okay? You just take it!
I'm not afraid to go to jail to make a point!
Jim Boy, put the hands on my cornea. I'm trying to make a movie here, dude. Anyway, just hit your marks and we'll be cool. It's good to meet you, man. Have fun out there, and I'll see you on the set.
I don't even know where the set is.
Look, kid, this director's a clown, so we may have to work double time to give the producers what they want, because, of course, they sign our checks. You'll mostly double for the Creek Boys and their signature muscle car, the General Stewart, as they try to stop the corrupt sheriff from foreclosing on their family's land. You'll also have a scene on a dirt bike as the crazy Brother Otis, a fun scene as Uncle Cletus in his monster truck full of moonshine, and a great run as a bank robber in a hijacked armored truck. This will be your first time to shoot chase scenes, so be sure not to fall too far behind the lead car, or we'll have to stop and reset. Most of the action happens in the town square, but we've also got some exciting stunts planned in the junkyard and in the lumber yard. Baxter and his crew are all about backwoods mayhem, so I hope you're ready to tear things up, literally. In this first scene, the Creek Boy's Uncle Cletus has loaded a ton of moonshine into his monster truck, and he's trying to escape the cops. Big thing here are the crushing stunts. When you see a crush icon, drive your truck over the marked car to smash it. This is a tightly choreographed run, and if the icon turns red, that means the car's left the shot and you've blown your chance. That's about it. Let's start this movie right.
Okay, let's get this freaking movie started. Monster truck all over those cop cars, dude. Three, two, one, action! Hit the police car! Hit the police cars! Hard right! Hit the police car! Smash the sign! Hit the police cars! Hit the logs! Jump into the tower! Hit the police car! Close to the semi! Hit the jump! Hit the action button! The rest of this movie could suck! Probably will! But it won't even matter, because that was perfect! Dead on, man! Whoa! It's a 10. It's like precision and precise.
In this scene, you'll double for some bank robbers as they try to escape the Creek Boys and the cops in a hijacked armored vehicle. The challenging stunt is this double overtake near the end. You've got to pass the police car, then thread the needle to pass the semi. If you haven't built up enough speed, you'll smash into the semi head on, so make sure to lay heavy on the throttle. And remember, the more collateral damage, the better.
All right, Mr. Stunt Driver, this chase scene needs to be really cool, so break it loose! 3, 2, 1, action! Scrape the police car. Park left. Take him up. coolness into a solid, I'd eat like 5 plates of that stuff.
Next, you'll stunt for Otis Creek, the brother with a couple screws loose. He's taking revenge on the corrupt sheriff by disrupting his beloved Catfish County Chicken Day parade. Your big stunt is an extended wheelie. Gap between these cop cars, then one-wheel it all the way across the porch. Then come down hot, so you'll have enough speed to take this final jump. And don't let the giant chickens distract you.
Andy, how come you always get to call action? I'm the director, dude. Shut up. Shut up.
Oh, man.
Stuck up.
You're different, dude. 3, 2, 1, action! Hard left. Through the gap. Hit the marches. Pass close to the truck. Hard left. Overtake left. Hard right. Drift right. Hard left. Through the gap.
next run calls for a special stunt, so let me break down how it works. It's called two-wheeling or skiing. It's one of the trickiest maneuvers in stunt driving, but master it and you'll really start turning heads in the industry. You'll begin by hitting the ramp with one side of your car. That'll kick you up so you're riding on two wheels. Once you're up, hold steady on the throttle and use the stick to keep your balance. Watch where you're going because you must two-wheel in the indicated zone to pass the stunt. To successfully maintain your two-wheel, it's all about stick control. Use the stick to maintain balance and steer the vehicle. Small adjustments will turn the vehicle. Big adjustments will raise or lower your vehicle. Once you're ready to come out of it, turn towards the low side or tap the e-brake to come down. Ready to give it a try, kid?
3, 2, 1, action! Drive on two wheels.
Now you'll double for the Creek Boys, racing to City Hall to save the family farm. Other than some two-wheeling at the top, the tricky stunt comes at the close when you'll throw a 180 drift into this parallel parking spot. After a left turn, come in straight and clean with a good amount of heat so you can pull the 180 right as you pass the semi. It'll take some practice to learn exactly where to start the drift, so don't sweat a few retakes.
Dude, if you can nail these stunts, I will totally give you my sister's number.
Oh,
go
yeah.
for that, dude. Yes.
They're huge. They're really
Yes.
big.
Seriously. Nice.
Yeah, I think she's Asian.
3, 2, 1, action! Trip left. Two-wheel past the truck. Through the gap. Trip right. Smash to the picnic area. Trip to the glass. Pass close to the car. U-turn. Trip left. Hit the object. Hard left. '180-degree drift turn.
Holy crap! I've been to some crazy Hollywood parties, and that was still the sweetest thing I've ever seen!
This next scene's a race between the Creek Boys and another redneck in his souped-up hot rod. The key is to follow the lead car. We'll have it clearly marked. You can't bump it too hard, can't get ahead, and can't fall too far behind. There'll be some jumps, 180s, and other stunts where you'll lose sight of the lead, but relax. Long as you stay the course and keep roasting your tires, you'll meet back up with it soon.
Quiet on the set, everybody. I'm serious. Shut the hell up. I have to concentrate on making this movie not suck.
Three, two, one, action! Follow the lead vehicle. Straighten the vehicle. Hard right. Smash the jack. Trip left. Close
This is the other side of the bank robber chase you shot in Grab and Go, and your last scene for this movie. This time you'll play the Creek Boys, trying to stop the hijacked armored vehicle to get some reward money and save your family's farm. It's another chase scene, so remember, don't fall too far behind the lead. The key stunt is a jump onto the upper deck of a storefront. Hit the jump and break through the balusters. Once on top, keep that speed going to hit the jump and clear the semi. All right, let's get out there and break some stuff.
Kick some butt out there, then we can have our freaking rap party!
Rap party, man!
I'm gonna take my clothes off.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch you, man.
I'm gonna
then...
beatbox.
Three, two, one, action! U-turn. Trip left. Hard right. Pass close to the car. Through the gap. Trip left. Straight the vehicle. Straight the vehicle. Follow the armored car. Drift right. Hard left. Smash this jack. Drift left. Jump and hit the railing. Over the tanker. And close to the car. Hit the boxes. Hard left. Pass under the semi. Hard right. Close to the cop car. Hard right. Hit the ramp.
Cut! This movie gets huge, man. You're coming with me to all the talk shows, and I'll tell them it's all because of this dude.
Sheriff. You look mean.
Well, maybe this will be enough to remind them boys whose town this is.
Oh, man, I asked for someone with bigger muscles. Hey, I'm Carl Steele, director and star of Strikeforce Omega. After 15 years topping bills in action movies, they finally let me direct my own. I started off as a stuntman like you. I should be doing the driving myself, but the studio says no way. Guess I'm too valuable, right? You bet your ass I am. Strikeforce Omega is about a special ops unit secretly bankrolled by the U.S., stopping a group of mercs from hijacking some nasty WMDs in the former Soviet state of Kyrgyzstan. You'll mostly be doubling for me, the squad's butt-kicking leader, Commander Black. You'll drive a souped-up Army-style truck with 50 caliber auto turret. It's a badass with a capital B. Anyway, lots of my fans still think I do my own stunts, so you better be good. I got a reputation to protect. Now I need to go bulk up for my next fight scene. I'll see you on the set. What? You looking for an autograph? Hey, Marcus, get him one of those commemorative eye patches.
I'll tell you, nothing beats working with a director who thinks he should be driving for you. I've worked with Steele before, and trust me, he's not easy to please. But the good news is the man knows how to make an exciting action film, so we've got some killer stunts lined up. Some of the vehicles in this movie are heavily armed and include a modified dune buggy, a motorcycle, an unwieldy semi towing a giant Scud missile, and Commander Black's heavily armed assault vehicle, the Scorpion. The location is mostly open desert terrain where you'll be driving on loosely packed dirt, but you'll also need to weave your way through the Strikeforce base where there isn't much room to maneuver. You'll also have your first chance to use nitrous, giving you an extra punch of speed when you need to make that fast escape. Listen to me and hit your marks, and you should walk away with some impressive additions to your reel. You'll start as a Strikeforce Omega operative trying to get a stolen Scud missile back to base. The focus stunt is a sideswipe of a combat bus. Don't aim straight for the bus, or you'll get drawn out too far. Instead, aim for the gap in the bridge ahead. That'll line you up so you can veer slightly to sideswipe the bus before taking the gap.
All right, Stuntman. Let's see what you can do behind the wheel of this bad boy. Three, two, one, action! Hit the dune buggy. Gap between the dune buggies. Hit the gap. Hit the combat bus. Scrape the vehicle. Through the gap. Take out the motorcycle. Hit the dune buggy. Pass close to explosions. Hit the gap. Scrape the vehicle. Pass close to weapons fire. Hit the ring. Hit the action button. Cut! Man, I haven't seen driving like that since I was behind the wheel.
you'll double for a Strike Force scout returning to base with vital intelligence. A challenging stunt is an aerial gap through a passing semi and into its trailer. Come over a hill, then straighten up fast so you can aim for the jump. Don't make last-second adjustments once you're on the ramp. That'll mess you up. After you land, you'll need to slide beneath a second trailer, so be ready.
If you're any good on a bike, this shouldn't be too tough. 3, 2, 1, action! Overtake left. Overtake right. Through the gap. Turn right. Hit the action button. Close to the explosion. Turn left. Pass close to weapons fire. Through the gap. Hit the action button. Pass close to weapons fire. Hit the action button. U-turn. Overtake right. Through the gap. Cut. Oh, yeah. Carl Steele likes.
In this scene, you'll double for an enemy merc rampaging through the SFO base. The key stunt is a weaving triple overtake. Once you're in the base, drift left as quickly and sharply as possible so you can set up your line. Then thread between the 3 semis as they come straight at you. You'll pass right, then left, then right. This is another high-risk stunt, so keep it safe.
You're playing an enemy merc in this scene. I want him driving wild and crazy. Don't let me down. 3, 2, 1, action! Close to the explosion. Close to the explosion. Turn right. Close to the explosion. Turn left. Drive up the ledge. Overtake left. Into the
Okay, now you'll double for Commander Black, protecting a Strike Force convoy when they're ambushed by the Mercs. A challenging line starts with you hitting 2 motorcycles at the exact same time, which will make them both explode. Then immediately throw a 180 and quickly line up so you can avoid the semi that's speeding straight for you. Once you've passed the semi, veer left to take out the next bike.
Okay, it's Commander Black time. If you've been holding any mojo back, you better show it now. Three, 2, 1, action! Gap the semis. Take out the motorcycles. Throw 180. Take out the motorcycle. Throw 180. Scrape the vehicle. Pass under the semi. Take out the motorcycles. Pass close to the dune buggy. Pass close to explosions. Hit the dune buggy. Get the jump. Stop. Cut. Perfect. You know what? Not just perfect. Carl Steele perfect.
In this scene, you'll play as Commander Black, escaping another ambush. The highlight is the use of nitrous to aid your getaway. There's a tricky line after your second burst of speed. You'll smash into the back of a Merc buggy, knocking it into the air. Then pass beneath the collapsing silo before it falls, and immediately let off the gas so you can drift hard left and stay on the road.
Oh yeah, we're bringing the nitro out. This is always my favorite part. 3, 2, 1, action! Hit the action button, hit the sign. Drift right. Overtake the dune buggy. Close to explosions. Drift right. Brake to the gate. Take out the motorcycle. Hit the action button, dune buggy. Pass under the silo. Drift left. Gap between the dune buggies. Take him up. Hit the action button. Raise the vehicle. Hit the action button. Take out the motorcycle. 180 inside the fortress. Cut. Good job, sucker. Marcus, give that driver one of them Strike Force hats.
Alright, kid, this next scene calls for another difficult stunt you haven't tried before, so let's get you ready. It's called the pipe ramp jump, and it uses a specially modified ramp to throw your car into a barrel roll. To perform the jump, line your passenger side wheels to hit the raised side of the ramp. That's what'll cause your vehicle to roll. It's important to hit the ramp fast so you get a high altitude. That'll give you enough time for a good full rotation. Hit the ramp slow and you're guaranteed to mess up. Soon as you leave the ramp, you can use your steering stick to help rotate your vehicle and make sure you fully righted yourself for the landing. Your jump car will be outfitted with a steel roll cage, but trust me, you don't want to land upside down. Okay? Want to give it a try?
3, 2, 1, action! Hit the jump. Land in the box.
In this last scene, you'll double for Commander Black again, distracting the mercs with a final chase while his men evacuate the country. The feature stunt is the pipe ramp. Fire your weapon just before the jump, then go heavy on the throttle and hit the ramp like we rehearsed. After you're airborne, you'll smash through a watchtower mid-spin. When you land, veer to the left and get back on the main road and continue the run.
This last scene isn't for the weak of heart, boy, but it's what my fans expect. So suck it up and let's go.
Three, two, one, action! As close to the explosion. Close to the explosion. As close to weapons fire. Do it again. Take out the motorcycle. Hit the action button. Pass close.
When the fate of the world hangs in the balance, who will answer the call? We come in peace, blazing a trail of justice in a land of corruption. Fighting terrorists at the four corners of the globe. Bring me the weapons or I kill the hostages. When a helpless nation has nowhere else to turn.
If those nukes reach American soil, we'll all be glowing.
They are their only hope. See you in hell.
Send me a postcard, scumbag.
Negotiations are over. Die, capitalist pig!
Oink, oink.
Hey, how's it going, kid? I'm the director of Overdrive, Robert Rodino, okay? Overdrive is a street crime movie set in today's San Francisco, okay? It's one of those throwback movies to the 70s exploitation films. Bombs, car chases, afros, hot chicks, windsurfing, space shuttle, okay? You kind of get where I'm going with this? We're gonna go big with this one. We might as well even just call the movie Super Big and Awesome, but it's not gonna fit on a poster, okay? Alright, you're gonna be doubling for our hero Stone, okay? Alright, now I want your guy to be tough, but not leather tough. Like steel chainmail tough, okay? You get where I'm going with this? Hey, what do you want, a mint, a sandwich, something like that? Can we get this guy a sandwich? Okay, now this thing is gonna be real lo-fi, okay? We're not gonna do any space age crap, okay? We're not doing that. No lasers on the car, no kangaroos that know Spanish, okay? We're gonna do long takes that are really unsafe with insane stunts. As many as you can squeeze together into one run. Okay, so you get behind the wheel, I'll get behind the camera, and hey guys, let's have some freaking fun out there, okay? Where is that freaking sandwich? I'm never gonna hire family again. I'll tell you what, don't ever do it, kid, alright?
Okay, let's talk about what you'll be facing in Overdrive, kid. Character-wise, you'll mostly split your time between the loose cannon cop Stone and the ruthless drug lord Varga. We'll have you in one scene with a bulky fire engine that can cause serious damage, 2 scenes with Stone's custom-made muscle car, the Claudine, 2 scenes on a high-powered street bike, and 1 with the MVX Spartan, a European sports coupe with 600 horses. The film's set in San Francisco, with lots of steep hills and tight alleyways. Rodino is known for pushing the envelope in his action scenes, so you'll have your hands full with some complicated lines, including a great scene on a cargo ship, and a massive jump from a parking garage roof that ends with you smashing into a helicopter. Excited yet? Well, come on, let's get to work. Rodino wants to start with the movie's final chase. You'll double for Vargas in a hijacked fire truck. There's a tricky line that starts with a drift left into an alley. Make the drift smooth. You've got to keep enough speed to smash an SUV as you exit the alley's other end. Then turn left, plow through the gas station and hit the semi. You don't want this crash to stop you, so make sure to aim for the back end of the trailer, not the middle. That way you'll turn the trailer and keep barreling forward.
Okay, you're the bad guy, the villain supremo, the man who makes babies cry by winking at them. You feeling me? All right, now let's see it. Let's get excited.
Three, two, one, action! Hit the trolley. Scrape the vehicle. Drift turn left. Hit the dumpster. Smash the car. Hit the bridge. Hit the police car. Scrape the police car. Break through the pillar. Scrape the police car. Hit the police cars. Through the gap. Get close to the weapons fire.
Cut! I'm gonna build a special menagerie in my house, and I'm gonna keep you in it. So when my friends come over, I can say, look, friends, I have captured Awesome.
this scene, you'll double for Stone in the Claudine, chasing a gang member through the city. A key stunt is the trolley overtake. You'll drift hard left next to the stadium, then take a jump onto the main street. That'll get you to the trolley tracks. Really gas it so you can pass the first trolley, then turn quickly to the right to avoid crashing into the second trolley head on. And remember, you're following a lead vehicle, so you can't fall too far behind while you're hitting these stunts.
Remember, kid, you're Stone. You're the definition of cool. Believe, achieve, set a goal. Goaltending.
3, 2, 1, action! Follow the lead vehicle. Turn right. Jump through the grates. Hard left, into the alley. Hard right. Hit the boxes. Hard right. Through the gap. Hard right. Hard left. Overtake the car. Trip turn left. Overtake the trolley. Pass close to the trolley. Catch up to the lead vehicle into the warehouse. Jump through the grates. Jump off the ship. Hard left, straight the SUV. Pass close to the car. Turn left. Hit the action button. Hit the action button. Jump the car crash. 180.
Cut! You could have arms, legs, and a head made out of grenade launchers, and you still wouldn't be cooler, because you, my friend, have reached coolness level maximum. All hail Coolius Maximus!
Now you'll double for Varga on his bike, escaping a sting operation. This scene happens right before he hijacks the fire truck in Big Red. The challenge here, gap between two cars, move quickly to the ramp, and jump the trolley. Aim your landing to overtake the cop after you hit the ground. Then top it off by sliding under the low-flying helicopter. This all happens very quickly, so it's going to be about precision steering, fast reflexes, and maintaining a high speed.
I want this campy, but not bad campy. No one shows up with a machete and a hockey mask campy, okay? No jiggling boobs or anything like that. Just drive like you freaking mean it, or catering goes home. gonna throw so much money at you, you'll have to put some in your ears because your pockets will be full.
In this scene, you'll play Stone again as he's ambushed by SUV driving hit squads. The feature stunt will be a reverse 180 getaway. You'll turn into a narrow alley, then 2 SUVs will block your path. Slam on the brakes and reverse back the way you came. As you enter the main street, spin the car all the way around so you can drive forward into the next alley and escape your pursuers. You know what Rodino said about making Stone tough. This is your last shot to give him some balls.
Last big stunt scene, guys, okay? Make me proud to put my name on this and take all the credit, okay?
3, 2, 1, action! Pass close to explosions. Turn right. Into the convention center. Close to the explosion. Out of the convention center. Pass close to the SUV. Turn right. Pass close to weapons fire. Through the gap. Close to the explosion. Turn right. Pass close to the car. Into the alley. Stop and reverse. Reverse 180. Scrape the SUV. Pass close to the SUV. Hit the boxes. Turn right. Close to the explosion. Jump and hit the sign.
This scene happens at the start of the movie, when Stone chases down a bike punk who's hopped up on Varga's new drug. You'll double for the punk. The key to this run is another well-timed slide. After a hard drift right, you'll accelerate up a steep street and pass close to a police car. Then you'll slide to dodge beneath another cop car as it comes over the hill and flies straight toward you. That vehicle could take your head off, so be careful and make sure you slide on cue.
Let's make some movie magic, like people look at us and go, where'd they go? They disappeared. Are they in my pocket? They reach into their pocket, boom, awesome movie. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, action. Pass close to the cop car. Hit the action button. Drift turn right. Hit the action button. Drift turn right. Pass close to the cop car. Hit the action button. Hit the action button. Close to the semi. Pass close to weapons fire. I'm getting emotional because it's like watching a childbirth, but with cars and chases and tire burning rubber. Oh my God! Everyone here, you're not fired. I'm sorry.
In this scene, you'll play as Stone, who's commandeered Vargas's prized European sports car, the MVX Spartan. The major stunt comes at the end. You'll shoot across 2 rooftops, then take a huge jump and smash into a helicopter in mid-flight. You'll need to gun it going into your first jump, or you won't have enough speed. Make sure you're lined up and throttle it hard the rest of the way. Trust me, kid, pull this off and you'll have some serious bragging rights.
Now, when people see this last stunt, I want their heads to explode straight off their heads, so NASA calls us up and go, hey, are you guys launching heads? Literally explode! Now make it happen or I'll deport your family!
3, 2, 1, action! Pass under the semi. First 180. Pass close to the trolley. Turn left. Pass under the semi. Close to the explosion. Hit the action button. Turn left. Take him up. Turn left. Close to the explosion. Turn right. Clip the SUV. Overtake the trolley. Turn
is Stone. And he's a tough cop with an attitude.
Bribes? You skimming drug money, Kowalski?
And he's after this man, Varga, a vicious drug lord with a sick taste for violence.
Pretty kitties want their nookie.
And when the new designer drug Gristle hits the streets, the death toll rises daily. One man's rage can only boil for so long, till he explodes. Barbed wire nerds, bloody fists, and a few marbles short. Stone will stop at nothing to get Varga off the streets forever. It's loose cannon versus loose cannon. 2 men stand, 1 man falls.
Winners don't do drugs.
Overdrive! Rated R.
Bonjour, I am Jean-Benoit Bernard, world-renowned director of Never Kill Me Again. This is the 14th spy movie in this series, and you are thinking, oh, how easy. We will slop together some explosions, and boobies, and fancy gadget cars, and not have to think, but you are wrong. We will have these things, but that is not the point. We will revolutionize the series with a post-modern mise-en-scène. We will delve into the inner psyche of our hero. Outside, he is shooting wristwatch missiles, avoiding crotch table saws, making big-breasted women moan with animal pleasure. But inside, he is spitting at the gods, despairing over the absurdity of existence, n'est-ce pas? I know, you are thinking, oh, Jean-Benoit, this is a spy blockbuster. I do not see how you can make it art. That is because you are a simple man who lives by his calloused gorilla hands and not his mind. No offense. Okay, out of my office, you bore me. Bring in my art director. Tell her I want to finger paint. I need to be inspired. Maintenant, au revoir.
I don't know if you got this from Mr. Pretentious, but this is a spy movie with a giant fan base, so it's a great chance to boost that rep of yours towards the front of the pack. You'll mostly double for the suave secret agent Simon Crown. You'll have 3 scenes in his weaponized spy car, 1 on a modified spy bike, 1 as a rival spy in his assassin car, and a final run on a hovercraft prototype, which should be really fun. The biggest challenge is the location around a secret military base in northern China. It's cold here, and you'll be driving on ice in every scene. Your vehicle's going to want to slide, so don't oversteer and don't gun it every chance you get or you'll lose control. The director's calling for some very tricky stunts that take a lot of precision. You'll need to use all the skills you've learned to pull this off. In this first scene, you'll double for Simon Crown, making his way to the Chinese base to confront a rival spy. The feature stunt happens on a bridge. Hit the action button to take out a couple cars. Then take the ramp onto the bridge railing. The trick is to keep yourself mostly parallel to the railing when you jump. Don't go too fast or turn too sharply to the right, or you'll overshoot and crash into the ravine.
Okay, people, welcome to my set. If you did not come to make art, go back home to your miserable little lives.
3, 2, 1, action! Close to the explosion. Hard left. Turn right. Close to the explosion. Hard left. Hit the action button. Jump to the ledge. Hit the action button. Turn right. Overtake left. Close to the semi. Hit the action button and the jump. Hard right. Roll 180. Through the gap. Roll 180. Slowly. Hit the action button. Land in the box.
One day you will die shivering and frightened and alone, but that stunt will live forever.
Now you'll play Crown again, chasing the enemy spy through the base. We've got a great stunt planned near the missile silo. When the explosion blocks the path between you and the lead, you turn and go back the way you came. The platform above you will collapse, creating a ramp. Dodge the falling platform, throw another 180, and drive up the ramp to the second level. Try not to lose speed in your turn so you can avoid the falling road and keep up with the lead.
I am the brain, you are my feet. Listen to what I say, or you will be like the bloody headless chicken, running aimlessly through the barn.
Three, two, one, action! Hit the action button. Another. Hit the jump. Break through. Roll 180. Hit the action button. Turn left. Close to the explosion. Turn right. Hit the object. Get down to the lead vehicle. Turn left. Straight the gun truck. Jump under the helicopter. Turn left. Hit the object. Hit the action button. Smash the guardrail. Another. Shoot through the gap. On left turn. Close to the door. Hit the action button. Turn right. U-turn. Close to the collapsing roof. U-turn. Turn right. Drive on two wheels. Turn right. Turn left. Hit the action button. Jump into the floor.
Next, you'll double for Crown as he chases his rival over a frozen lake. There's a tricky line as you exit the base. Jump onto the roof, then keep gunning it as you make the second jump over the base wall. As soon as you land, hit your nitro switch and speed through the narrow pass, ending with a big jump over a ravine. You'll be going too fast for big turns, so pick your line early and only make small adjustments.
This ice, it will be very challenging. But do not whine to me like a baby.
3, 2, 1, action! Hit the action button. U-turn. Close to the explosion. Turn right. Hit the action button. Hit the action button. Grab the trucks. Close to the explosion. Turn left. Take him out. Hit the action button. Land in the box. Turn left. Hit the action button. Stay behind the lead vehicle. Pass close to the gun truck. Hit the action button. Hit the action button. Turn left. Land in the box. Jump over the wall. Hit the action button. Action button. Hit the action button.
Who knew you had such skill, huh? C'est formidable.
In this scene, you'll get to double for the enemy spy, chasing Crown as you and your fellow agents try to kill him. Our big moment comes at the end of the run. You'll throw a 180 and start driving in reverse. Pass close to a semi as a chopper smashes into it. Then hit your action button to fire missiles at the cliffs and knock some glaciers into Crown's path.
Remember, you are the enemy. You must fill the audience with anxiety.
3, 2, 1, action! Pass close to the truck. Follow the lead vehicle. Turn left. Hit the action button. Close to the semi. Get the gun trucks. Turn left. Hit the action button. Turn right.
military Hercules behind the wheel.
In this scene, Crown is trying to destroy the other hovercraft prototypes in the enemy base and hijack the last one. There's a tricky stunt with a crane. First, hit the action button that shoots the crane releasing its cargo, then two-wheel through the debris. Once you clear the cargo, drift right and gap through the destroyed crane arm. This is another high-risk stunt, so keep it safe.
These stunts must convey the meaningless struggle of life, huh? Make me see.
Three, two, one, action! Pass close to the explosion. Roll 180. Drive on two wheels. Get the jump. Smash the construction beams. Turn right. Through the gap. Straight the gun truck. Hit the action button. Drive on two wheels. Turn right. Gap through the crane. Hit the action button. And the jump. Straight the gun truck. Pass close to weapons fire. Through the gap. Hit the action button. Turn right. Break through the gate. Crash to the guard tower. Through the gap. Pass close to the gun truck. Hit the action button. Take out the hovercraft.
Cut. The road is your easel. The car your loud, brutish paintbrush.
In this last scene, you'll double for crown, escaping with the enemy's hovercraft. For the key stunt, you'll jump into the submarine construction lock. You'll need to hit the action button and then jump the ramp into the lock. After the landing, shoot the supports, jump the divider, throw a 180, and then drive up the fallen scaffolding. Keep in mind, the hovercraft handles a lot looser than a normal car. You'll always need to use the throttle to pull off your power slides and turns.
This is the final scene, la pièce de résistance. Man versus man in the great clash of strength.
Three, two, one, action! Hit the gun truck! Break through the gate! Action button! Close to the explosion! Turn right! Hit the gun truck! Drift right! Hit the action button! Turn right! Turn left! Drift right! Close to the explosion! Action button! Hit the jump! Hit the action button! Throw 180! Drive on the wreckage! Hit the action button! Hard left! Action button! Hit the gun truck! Hit an object! Action button! Hit the jump! Land in the box!
Cut! Excellent! You have burrowed into the spy world like a maggot into the corpse of an ugly cow and emerged as a beautiful fly.
Hey, kid, Howard Reitman. Look, you know who I am? That's my wall of fame. Worked with everyone. Tell him, Jack.
Mr. Reitman's been directing since '67. He's incredible.
They call him Mr. Hollywood.
Thanks, Sarah. You're a doll.
And handsome.
Enough, Sarah. Jack, coffee,
Yes,
and
sir.
ring Murphy at Pyramid.
Yes, sir.
Sarah, go with him.
Got it.
What is she?
Anyway, you've heard of Night Avenger, right? Huge comic book. Well, we're making that. Fans screamed for it for years, but it was trapped in development hell. But when I told Pyramid I wanted it, they jumped at the chance.
I don't even get paid to work here.
I've got Murphy on the line, sir.
Great. Tell him I'll call him back in 40 seconds. You've got a decent resume. Aftershock, Overdrive, Whoopin' 2. Right. That Baxter screw-up and his friends. What a mess. Can't believe it grossed $200 million.
Mr. Reitman's last film grossed $600.
That's true, Sarah. She's great with numbers.
Wardrobe's got a problem with the latex suits, sir. Too much room in the...
I'm too busy for that. Tell him to use your socks.
What?
Bottom line, everybody owes me favors. Make me happy, I'll make sure you're known as the best in the world. Let me down, and well, Jack here, he was directing summer blockbusters before he got on my bad side. But now we get along splendidly, right, Jack?
You're incredible, Mr. Reitman.
See you on set.
I'll tell you what, kid, you've come a long way from that first commercial. Mr. Reitman may have an ego, but it is well deserved. The guy's Hollywood royalty, and he knows everybody. Nail this, and you'll never worry about finding work again. You'll double for the famous comic book hero Night Avenger on his custom-built Night Cycle and the tricked-out Nightmobile. You'll also have a couple of scenes as Big Top in his modified ride. All these vehicles have weapons, but you should be used to that by now. The film is set in the corrupt, bustling city of Darkdom, and every one of your runs will take place at night. Mr. Reitman's action scenes are technical and extremely choreographed, and since this is a comic book world, he wants the action to be larger than life. The stunts will be difficult and in quick succession, and you'll need to keep your speed high. Combined with the lower visibility at night, this is going to take all the concentration you can muster. In this first scene, you'll double for Night Avenger when he spots Big Top's gang on a crime spree. The focus stunt is an aerial gap through the open doors of a helicopter. Jump across the rooftops, fire your weapon, then get up to maximum speed to take the ramp. After you gap through the helicopter and land, you'll need to react quickly to avoid traffic and cross to the other side of the street.
Okay, this is Night Avenger's first big action scene. Don't let the fans down. Don't let me down.
3, 2, 1, action! Hit the action button. Turn right. Have close to weapons fire. Hit the action button. Jump through the gap. U-turn. Follow the lead vehicle. Hit the action button. Pass close to the explosion. Through the gap. Overtake left. Pass close left. Pop a wheelie. Turn right. Turn left. Turn right. Hit the action button. U-turn. Hit the action button. Hit the truck.
Cut. Yes, unbelievable, kid. Every producer in Hollywood's gonna know about you. I know because I've got them on speaker.
Alright, you'll double as Night Avenger again, trying to stop Big Top from killing the mayor. The toughest stunt is early in the run. Take a sharp left turn, then line up to go beneath the semi-trailer, with enough speed to jump over the cop cars right after. Then cross to the next stunt box and hit the action button to fire at Big Top's henchmen, and wipe them out.
Did I tell you that I know Frank Jones, the creator of the comic? Yeah, old pals. I think he got most of his ideas from me.
3, 2, 1. Action! Follow the lead vehicle. Overtake right. Hard left. Pass others. Jump the cop cars. Hit the action button. Hard left. Overtake right. Close to the car. Close to the other car. Turning out. Jump over the semi. Hard right. Hit the action button.
Cut! Absolutely brilliant driving. You'll be a legend in this business. The good driver that Howard Reitman made great.
Now you'll shoot the other side of the chase where Big Top is going after the mayor. This time you'll play Big Top. The focus is a two-wheeling stunt. You'll hit the ramp with your driver's side as the tunnel bends to the left. Make sure you're in control when you hit the ramp. If you're sliding all over the place, you'll mess up the stunt. Two-wheel it through the zone and a pair of vehicles will fly right over your head.
Man, I love Big Top. I also like top hats. Why don't I have a top hat? Jack, go to wardrobe and find me a top hat.
3, 2, 1. Action! Overtake right. Follow the mayor's car. Straight the vehicle. Crash to the barricade. Hit the action button. Pass close to the cop car. Close to the explosion. Jostle between the oncoming cars. Drift turn right. Hit the mayor.
Cut! Jack, take a picture of this kid. He's going on my wall of fame.
In this scene, you'll double for Big Top again, dropping his bounce bomb into the city's water supply. As you come to the pier, drift hard left to fishtail and knock the police car into the water, then speed along the pier's edge. Jump over the water and hit the action button while you're airborne to drop the bounce bomb. Drift right when you land and continue your run.
3, 2, 1. Action! Close to the explosion. Through the gap. Straight to the police car. Hit the action
Now you'll double as Night Avenger, chasing Big Top in the climax. This focus stunt is a jump onto elevated train tracks. While you're on the roof, accelerate to crash into a Big Top helicopter and land on the L. Hit the copter at an angle so you'll be prepared to turn right when you land. Overtake the first train on the left side, then veer to the right to avoid the second oncoming train.
This is the start of the big chase that ends the film. I want it huge, sensational, Reitman-esque. 3, 2, 1, action! Hit the action button. Drift turn left. Pass close to the explosion. Hit the motorcycle. Raise the vehicle. Pass through the guardrail. Hit the motorcycle. Drift turn left. Break through. U-turn. Action button. Drift to right. Just close to the explosion. Hit the gyrocopter. Overtake left. Drift left, then drop down. Action button. Pass close left. Hit the motorcycle. Close to the explosion. Hit the action button. Through the gap. Pass under. Through the gap. Drift turn left. Hit the action button. Hit the action button. Drift turn right. Hit the action button. Drift turn right. Hit the action flank through. Cut! My boy, I'm gonna take you everywhere. Every party, every gala. You'll be my new accessory.
Okay, this is your final scene as Night Avenger tears through Big Top's hideout. A tricky stunt is driving on the roller coaster track. Shoot Big Top's henchmen and get on the track, then drift right around the horseshoe curve. As you're nearing the end, take an abrupt left to break through the railing, then maintain your speed so you'll be set for the pass close to an explosion. This is your last chance to impress Mr. Reitman. Give it your all.
Okay, boys and girls, time for the finale. Let's hurry it up so I can start shopping for my red carpet tux.
3, 2, 1. Action! Hit the action button. Drift turn right. Hit the action button. Drift turn right. Hit the action button at the head car. Drift turn right. Hit the action button. Hit the two motorcycles. Hit the action button. Drive close to the explosion. Then roller coaster rail. Drive close to the explosion. Straight the henchmen car and drive to the midway. There's the jump. Drift turn left. Nitro up the corkscrew and into Big Top Rocket. My boy, I'm gonna take you everywhere. Every party, every gala. You'll be my new conversation piece.
What's possessed you?
Fear and rage.
By the pricking of my thumbs, something wicked this way comes.
What do you want from me? What can one man do?
You should try living for the moment. Moment's gone.
There's more to stunt driving than feature films, kid, especially if you want to be known as the best in the business. Whenever I can, I'll get you other stunt work to help pad your resume and your wallet. These jobs will include stunt shows at the nation's biggest amusement parks and TV commercials. Cross-marketing is a huge part of the movie industry, so all these commercials will have tie-ins to the films you're stunting in. The work will come in periodically if you get your ranking high enough to grab each client's attention. They're all tricky jobs only the elite drivers are hired to do, so there's no room for error. One strike, and they'll automatically call a reshoot or restart the show. Well, that about covers it. I've got your first job lined up now. Ready to get your feet wet? In this show, you'll drive a bike that's on fire, causing explosions as you drive close to propane tanks and other vehicles. The big moment in the show starts with a slide beneath this semi, igniting it. Then throw a 180 between the propane tanks, making them blow up too. As soon as you've spun around, line up for the big ramp and gun it hard. Hit your NOS switch and take the monster jump onto the roof.
Yes, we've got a great show for you today. Explosive pyrotechnics and daredevil biking, all performed by a man on fire. Ladies and gents, the human matchstick. 3, 2, 1, action. He starts off the jump. Here comes the pyro. Watch out for that semi! And under the semi. Watch the 180! Up the ramp. Nitro. And here's the big jump. Take your pictures, frame your ticket stubs. You've just witnessed the most extraordinary stunt driving I've seen in 19 months of announcing.
In this commercial, you'll play a citizen of Darkdom driving the new Venus Vexation sports car. The gag's that you outdrive Night Avenger because your car is so fast. You'll be using nitro, and the key run happens during your second boost. Speed past the exploding cars and under the torch semi. Then overtake Night Avenger on the left and end with a huge drift right. Turning will be hard at high speed, so you'll have to anticipate the stunts early.
Action! Drift left. Pass close. Gap the cars. Hit the action button. Overtake on the right. Drift to the right. Hit the action button. Close to the explosion. Overtake on the left. Drift to the right.
Oh my God, best driving I've seen in years. This spot is going straight to prime time.
The city streets can be a chaotic place, and sometimes you need a secret weapon on your side. The new Venus Vexation with 850 horsepower, dual GPS navigation, titanium body structure, and bulletproof glass will make even a superhero jealous with envy. Take control of the night with the all-new Vexation from Venus. Machismo redefined.
The emphasis of this show is team precision driving. You'll be out there with a bunch of other stunt drivers, weaving back and forth between them in a tightly choreographed run, with lots of overtakes, 180s, and complete stops. Make your maneuvers as quickly as you can, and be sure never to hit the other cars, or you'll knock them off their marks and the whole show will turn into a collision derby. Fun as that sounds, it's not the goal, so behave yourself.
You've seen them in the movies. You've seen them on TV. Now see the rip-roaring, death-defying action in person. Stuntmen, are you ready? 3, 2, 1, action! Close to the first car. Now close to the second. And now stop and reverse 180. Here comes the reverse 180. He's gotta control this drift. Watch it get as close as he can. He's gotta control this drift. Will he stop in time? Holy moly, my feet are cold because my socks have been knocked off! How about that driving?
This is an Armor All commercial on the set of Overdrive. You'll drive a modern muscle car as it's covered in grime. Then it gets instantly cleaned by jumping through 3 Armor All trailers. After the cleaning treatment, your car gains the power of Armor All, and you'll plow through a series of vans. We've rigged the vans with jump charges that'll send them flying as soon as you hit them. This one should be a lot of fun.
3, 2, 1, action! Turn left. Hit the jump. Turn left. Scrape the vehicle. Hit the boxes. Turn right. Drift left. Pass under. Turn right. Jump through the gap. Jump through the gap. Jump through the gap. Strike the truck. Scrape the truck. Strike the truck. Hit the truck. Roll 180. Cut. Yes. Just wait. Kids will be reposting this commercial all over the web.
Sometimes it just seems like the elements are out to get your car. That's why there's Armor All. Tire shines for the wheels, wash and wax for the exterior, and protecting wipes for the inside. They'll give your car that Armor All protection to make sure it looks its best and stays that way. Armor All. Go ahead. Stare.
In this show, you'll be driving the Claudine over a frozen track. The line itself is straightforward, but the ice will make it very difficult to execute, especially since you're not allowed to make any mistakes. Navigate through the course, crashing through each crate and passing under the semis. The trick is knowing how to control your drifts on the ice. And keep your eye out for those under the semi stunts. They'll be tough marks to hit.
Now let's bring out a stuntman fresh off the Hollywood sets. Watch him slip and slide across the perilous ice while somehow still hitting his marks. Let's get that engine started! 3, 2, 1, action! He jumps on the trailer, then down to the ice below. Can he hit everyone? Control this grip. Can he make it under the semi? Can he hit everyone? Under another semi! Watch this 180! Take your pictures! Frame your ticket stubs! You've just witnessed the most extraordinary stunt driving I've seen in 19 months of announcing!
This is a commercial for TikTok delivery service. You'll be driving through the set of Aftershock and taking out the competitor delivery trucks along the way. The concept is that even in the midst of a volcanic eruption, TikTok delivers on time. Your big stunt is the pipe ramp. Keep in mind, this is a heavy vehicle, so it'll take longer for the truck to rotate in the air. Land straight, then continue your run through the ravaged town.
Three, 2, 1, action! Scrape the truck. Push her off the ramp. Good turn right. Scrape the truck. Hit the truck. Scrape the truck. Hit the truck. Hit the action button. Roll 180. Cut! Yes! Just wait. Kids will be reposting this commercial all over the web.
When you need to ship a package in today's chaotic world, you have a lot of options. But there's only one delivery service that knocks its competitors right off the map. Only one service with a worldwide network of experienced drivers giving you unmatched customer service, speed, and reliability, no matter what the obstacles are. So whether it's raining cats, dogs, or giant chunks of lava, TikTok will get it there. Anytime, on time, every time. Guaranteed. Ship around the clock with TikTok.